Welcome back to the Institute for Swedenborg Studies at Bryn College. I'm Grant Schnarr, Professor of Religion, and this course is on the afterlife. This particular session is entitled, Who Gets into Heaven and Why? And in a way, it's a little tongue-in-cheek because it's really Swedenborg talking about all the misconceptions out there about who doesn't get into heaven, and yet he has another angle on it. So let's get going. Like I said in the introduction, this section in Afterlife really does dispel a lot of misconceptions that people have. But it starts off very traditional. Swedenborg actually was a very traditional person in the sense of doctrinal beliefs. He says that he was given this opportunity to see into the other world, so therefore people could have a strong belief in Christianity and in the Bible. So he starts out speaking about the Bible and how we have direct communication, or we can, with heaven through this book that so many of us have, the Bible. He says this, I have been permitted to learn through much experience that people have communication with heaven through the Word. While reading the Word, a clear perception was given me that each verse communicated with some society of heaven, and thus the whole Word with the entire heavens. Swedenborg talks about this, that every heaven is kind of connected to a part of a Bible. Like say it's maybe like this society or this town's favorite passage. And when you read that, you're brought into association with that community or society. And so you find if you're reading the Word in different places at different times, heaven is affecting you. Heaven is reaching out to you, so to speak. Swedenborg says that even when we read the natural, literal sense, like we might be reading to children, the angels are picking up on a deeper and deeper meanings, and that affects us. I don't know if you've had this experience, those of you who have read the Bible, but I know for me, I have had so many experiences in feeling that sense of presence of the heavens while I read. And it started when I was very young. In fact, as far back as I can remember, my oldest sister used to read to me and my younger sister every night before we went to bed. And after that, I was able to read. I was given a copy of the Bible and read it every night before going to bed. And time again, it was such a beautiful way of going to sleep. Not only learning something about the Lord, but feeling that peace of heaven. So I really believe, and I urge you, if you haven't tried this, to try to connect with heaven through the Bible and simply say, teach me, and see if you have that same experience of connection. Now, there's all kinds of places in the Word where the Lord talks about the Bible being special, or His Word. Your Word is a lamp unto my feet, the Bible says, and a light unto my path. John starts out by saying, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Talks about that Word being the light of all people. Jesus said, whoever hears these words of mine and does them is like someone who builds their house on a rock. On and on and on, there's this focus on the Word and how special it is. Now, a very key reason Swedenborg says the Word is special and why there's a connection is that there is a natural, or what we would call literal sense, story of histories of Israelites or story about the Lord, but there's a deeper symbolism in each story, or deeper and deeper layers of symbolism that give the Bible three-dimensional opportunities for us to grow, that connect us together. We talked a little bit about them when we went through the story of creation and how creation, every day of creation, can mean something deeper. Well, he talks about that, Swedenborg, that the whole Bible is like that. Like water symbolizes truth. Fire, we've talked about as well, symbolizes love, or in a negative sense, it would symbolize hate. Every single thing, every single part, every single piece of food or equipment, or every single person, or every single land that people are in has a deeper spiritual meaning to it. And that's profound. And that's what connects us to heaven. So Swedenborg starts out here just very traditionally saying the Bible is really important and you should read the Bible. But then he goes on to tell us because it's infinite in the truth that it holds, because the deeper we go, the deeper it goes in leading us to the deeper and deeper truths of heaven.